Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this very easy crochet granny square scarf. The scarf is made up of 80 crochet granny squares all sewn together. It's a very easy one to make and it's very satisfying once it's finished. This is a perfect project for beginners as well as for those who already know how to crochet. Just a pre-warning, I'll be using American terminology in this video. Okay, so before we begin, these are the tools you'll be using in this video. So a pair of scissors, an embroidery needle, and a crochet hook, which is 4mm. You of course will also be using some yarn. For this, I use a lot of scrap yarn for the inner row and the outer row. And for the main colour, you'll be using quite a lot of yarn. I'd say I used around 4 balls of yarn, which are 80 meters long. This might differ for you, so make sure you have more than enough yarn available. So I'm just going to crack on with the video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below, but I'm probably going to be answering them in the next couple minutes. So enjoy. So I'm going to start off with my 4mm crochet hook, and I've got a couple scrap yarns. This is a fantastic project if you've got a lot of scrap yarn leftovers. Obviously it's very tangled. That is the only issue. So I think for the middle bit I'm going to use the blue. So like every other crochet project you'll be doing, you're going to start off with a slip knot. So get your finger, wrap it around, not once but twice, and you're going to get that long bit of loose end here. Put it under the second loop on your finger, remove your finger and just pull that loop through just like so. Now that's your slip knot. You want to insert your hook into that loop and pull it just like that, and you're ready to begin. So to start this one, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scrap that, we're going to chain 4. So once you've chained 4, you're then going to find the first chain that you made, insert your hook just like so, and pull through. And that is called a slip stitch. We've made a teeny tiny little circle, and we're going to be working into this little circle from now on. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to count as a double crochet stitch. If you don't know what a double crochet stitch is, don't worry, I'm just about to show you. So you yarn over, insert your hook into that same hole, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 1 loop on your hook. And that's your first double crochet. I'm going to show you it once more. So yarn over, insert your hook into that middle hole, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you can see we've got the 2 double crochets and the chain 3 you made at the beginning. This will come quite clear in a second, but all we're doing now is we're doing clusters of 3 double crochet stitches. If that weren't a chain 3, that would be a double crochet stitch like in the next one I'll be showing you. But don't worry about the future for now. If you just copy what I'm doing, it will all become clear in a second. So now we're moving on to the next section. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the middle hole, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you should be seeing something like this. The chain 2 is actually a corner starting to form. This will become more clear once we've added more stitches. So as you remember I said before, is we're going to do the double crochets in clusters of 3. So look, 1, 2, 3, we've done 1 now in this section, so we're going to do 2 more. So you're going to yarn over into the same hole in the middle, insert your hook and pull through. So there's 3 loops on your hook. Going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's your second double crochet of this section. We're going to do one more because we're doing them in clusters of 3. So for your third one, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. So there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So there's 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 1 loop on your hook. So you can sort of see this little sort of square shape forming. And what we're actually doing is making, if I can find it, here. We are making this inner one here. And you can sort of see the corner starting to form of that middle bit. Okay, so now we've done our cluster of 3, we're going to chain 2. Oops, 1, 2. This is going to be our second corner we're forming. So just like the last 2 sections, you're going to yarn over and do 3 double crochets. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. So there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first of 3. So now for the second double crochet, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. So there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Now the final double crochet of the section, yarn over, insert your hook into that middle bit, yarn over, pull through. So there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is the third cluster of this. We're going to make 4 all together. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to put our final double crochet cluster. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook again into that middle hole, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to do 2 more. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and for your third and final double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your final section done. So to connect this section and this section, we're again going to chain 2, 1, 2, and that's going to form the last corner. So remember the first chain 3 that we did? We're going to find the third chain in that chain 3, insert your hook into it, just like so, pull through, and then pull through, and that is a slip stitch. So that is your first section done. At this point, you're going to want to grab your scissors and give it a little chop just here. You want to leave enough room so at the end we can go in and tie up all the loose ends and sew them in so they're nice and secure. So I'm just going to get my scissors. Here we go. Chop. And with this bit here, I'm just going to pull that through, pull it so it's nice and snug. And that is your first row done. Now we're going to go on to this second row here. It's not going to be anything you don't know. It's going to be the same stitches we're doing and it's all going to be very familiar, so don't panic. So you're going to get your second colour, mine being orange, and in any one of these chain 2 spaces, you could use any one, it doesn't matter. Insert your hook, pull through your next colour like this, so the loose end sticking out. You want to make a nice secure knot, and now your second colour is attached. I know there are many ways to do that, but that's just the way I learn and it's worked really well for me. So you're going to start this round like you did the last round, So you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is in fact going to count as a double crochet stitch. So the principles remain the same, so we're just going to be doing double crochets in clusters of 3. So we're going to do another double crochet into here. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. And to finish this cluster we're going to do one more. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your first cluster of double crochets. But as we are working into each corner, every corner is going to have a chain 2 stitch. Don't worry if I explain that really badly, because it'll make sense if you just keep watching the video. It'll make a lot of sense in a matter of seconds. So after you've done your cluster of 3, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. This is going to be forming the next corner in this row, and into that same space, so that same one you've just been working in, you're going to place another 3 double crochets. So yarn over, same space, insert your hook, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, and you can sort of see that corner starting to form. So you place another 2 double crochets to finish off that cluster. So that's the 1, and for your 3rd, there we go. So every corner is going to look like this. So it's going to have a cluster of 3 double crochets, a chain 2, and then another cluster of 3 double crochets. So into that next corner, you're just going to yarn over, insert your hook into that next place, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your first double crochet. And because we're doing clusters of 3, we're going to put another 2 in there. So insert your hook, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the 2 of the 3. Now you're going to make your 3rd one. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now you've done that first cluster of 3, you're going to do what you did in this last row and chain 2. So 1, 2, and into that same space place another 3 clusters of double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first double crochet. And then we're going to make our second one. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to do the 3rd and final double crochet in that section. So once again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your second corner done. As you can see, we're making the corners like this so we can form the next square. So if your square is looking a bit misshapen at this point, you just want to make sure that you are putting the right amount of double crochets into each section and you are just chaining 2. If you do any more or any less, it might look a bit wonky and a bit misshapen. But don't give up, because once you know it, you've got it. You've got it for life. Okay, so let's work into that 3rd corner. So yarn over, insert your hook into that next corner, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your 3rd double crochet of this lot. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. that's your second one. Time for your third. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I know that when I started crocheting, just remembering yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 really helped me to remember what I was doing, because sometimes it is quite easy to lose your place. But that's what I did. So we want to form that corner again, so chain 2, 1, 2, and into that same space make another 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Another 2 more of this cluster, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Once more, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Look at that, that's your third corner done. So we're just going to do our 4th and final corner. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next section, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. For your second one, here we go, pull through 2, pull through 2. Third one, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, now we've done that cluster, we have to chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Another time, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Once more, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Oh no! This, I don't know what's happened here, but it's actually worked out quite well. So all we're doing now is we're going to do what we did last time and find that chain 3 you made at the beginning, and in that third chain insert your hook like so, pull through and make a slip stitch in the top, and pull through again, pull it so it's nice and tight, and that is your second row done. So just to recap, all we've done is 3 double crochets, a chain 2 and another 3 double crochets into every single corner, and you should be seeing something like this. Okay, now for the third row. The third row is just literally the same thing again, but not every space is going to be corner space because you've got this one here. So if you are a bit more intermediate at this point, all you're going to want to do is do exactly what you did here in every corner and do a cluster of 3 double crochets into these spaces here. If you want to continue, if you're more intermediate and you understand that, go for it. But for the beginners, I would stay here just in case, because you've come so far, you don't want to mess up now. So yeah, next row we're going to be doing is this black row, and it's your final row. You'll be happy to know. So let me get my black yarn, which is in front of me. So black yarn, nice. So all we're going to do is attach it like we attached the last row. So in any one of the spaces, in the corner space, in any one of the corner spaces, you want to attach your yarns by pulling it through, so there's a loose end, and just making like a standard knot. Yeah, just like that. And you're going to again start off by chaining 3. So 1, 2, 3. Just like what we did in the corners in every of the last round, we're going to make a cluster of 3 double crochets So that's 1, 2. As you know by now, the chain 3 at the beginning counts as a double crochet. So that's your first cluster of 3 done. You're then going to chain 2, and in that same space make 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that's your corner done. It was literally exactly the same as the last time. The only different thing is we're going to get to this middle space and we're going to just do 3 double crochets in here. Because it's not corner, you don't want it to be like this here. It's just you want it nice and flat. So we'll do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. And to finish this side, because we're coming to a corner now, you're going to do exactly what you did here. So yarn over, insert your hook into that corner space, yarn over, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your first double crochet done. So then you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's your second one done. Then you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see that nice edge starting to form. To finish that corner, I'm going to chain 1, 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. First double crochet, your second one, so pull through 2, pull through 2, and your third one, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. And that's your first side done. You're going to be repeating that for every side. So in every corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. In the side bits, so in these middle bits, just a cluster of 3 double crochets. And in that corner, just like every other corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. I'll show you how to do this corner and then I'll let you do the last bit yourself. So into that next space, because it's not corner, we're just going to place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. And then now we're getting to that corner, we're going to insert your hook, so pull through 2, pull through 2, first double crochet, second double crochet, third double crochet. Now to form that corner edge, you know what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and into that same space make another 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, once again, pull through 2, pull through 2. For your third and final one, you're going to pull through 2, pull through 2.
So rather than showing you what you know already, I'm just going to continue doing this and I'll meet you back right before the end. If you are getting confused, don't be afraid to rewind the video and put it back in slow motion, or I'll be doing another video on how to do this.
Okay, now we've come to the end. All we're going to do is find that chain 3 we made at the beginning, and into that third chain you're going to insert your hook and make a slip stitch, just like we've been doing on the other rows. And then get your scissors, give it a chop. Yeah, there we go. And then just pull through like this. Give a little pull. And that's your first square done. On my scarf, I'm making my scarf 20 squares long. That's okay for me. I'm a 5-foot gal, like I'm not very tall, so that's like a good size for me. and I'm making it 4 like rows long. You don't have to do that. Like, I'm sure 2 rows would be enough. But to be clear, when I say 2 rows, like that's a row, and if I were to have if I were to attach this on, it'd be like this. So that would be 2 rows. I'm having mine that like again. So I'm going to be making, what's 20 times 4? A lot of squares. 2, 4, 6, 80 squares altogether. That is me just over exaggerating. You can make 40 squares and still have a really lovely scarf. Yeah, so that's your first one. The more you do, the quicker they are, the quicker it gets. So what I'd suggest is make a load of them. Make a load of them, and you can make scarves, headbands, tops. They're such a useful thing to know how to do. Not only that, is you can continue doing this all the way around and make your square bigger and bigger and bigger. For example, let me get a previous scarf that I've made, which is a little bit bigger than this one. So I made this scarf for my mum for Christmas last year, and all it is, it's this square, but it's got 2 more rows added onto it, and these were super quick to do, and it's the same principle really. They're just bigger squares, and I only did them 2 wide and about 16 in length. And this is a lovely scarf, if I do say so myself. She gets a lot of compliments on it, and it was a really fun one to make, and the colour scheme is gorgeous. I'll show you what it looks like at the end, because if you like, if I'm not being like clear enough, I can do a tutorial on how to make this exact one. But for now, I'm just doing one on this scarf I'm making, so with smaller squares, because I find these are quicker to make. Yeah. So now I'm going to teach you how to attach this onto the squares, and that'll be the next stage. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our embroidery needle, and we're going to measure out 2 lengths for this. So 1, 2, and that will give you the perfect length. So then get your scissors, your snips, anything, give it a little cut, and it'll be this. So then you're going to get your needle, give a little lick, insert it like this, and insert it into this stitch here. So push up all the way through, and then get that loose end and tie it like so. And now we are ready to sew it onto our next section, which I'll show you momentarily. So now we've got our squares, so you want to get 2 squares, and take your needle after you've attached it, make sure it's unknotted like mine, and in that top loop here you want to insert your needle and pull it through, and we're just going to go across from the bottom under, pull up, if you can see what I'm doing, I'll pull it a bit closer. So under, through these 2 loops, pull up, again to the other side,
So you want to continue doing this all the way down. The reason I stopped the video is because in another video I have called How to Make a Poncho, I attach some squares together, and it's a much more thorough video on how to attach each square. I'd rather you check that out than me redoing it again for you, but less thorough. So there are time frames on there, and if you just find your way to how to attach the squares, you'll see all the information on that video, or I could do another one for you. So you want to get to the very end of this square, and the next bit I'm going to show you is how to attach each row together.
So here is the diagram on how to sew together your 20 granny squares. I've made 4 rows here on this sheet, although you can do as many rows as you like. You can leave it as 1, have it as 2, that's quite a nice width scarf, or 3 or 4. At the moment I'm trying to decide whether I should do 3 rows or 4 rows, mainly because I'm quite short. I think 4 rows would be quite excessive, but for the average size person I'm sure it'll be fine. So to attach them together, you're literally going to want to do exactly what you did when you attached each of the 20 granny squares. So a little recap, just measure a bit of string, which is about double and a bit of the length of your 20 granny squares, and you would attach them together by sewing them with an embroidery needle, just like I showed you in the previous little bit. And I'm not going to show you how to do that now because I think it'd be a bit redundant because I've already showed you, but I'll show you a little bit of my process, and if you've got any questions about this next bit, you can always leave a comment, or I could do an extra video on how to do this. But for now, I'll show you a little bit of my process.
Okay, this is what you should see after you've sewn 2 rows of 20 granny squares together. That's the close-up, and this is what it should look like on. You can very much keep your scarf 2 rows long and 20 granny squares in width. The other way around, I mean. So it looks something like this, and it's still a fantastic scarf, perfect for winter. However, for me, we are living through a cost of living crisis, so I want something warm. So I am in fact doubling up the width in scarf, so it should look a bit like this. So 4 rows wide and 20 granny squares long. I am also going to be showing you the other scarf I made last year. I did reference it previously on in the video, and I was just wanting to know if anyone wanted me to do a crochet tutorial on this scarf. It's very similar to the other one, but it's a little bit different. But for now, I'm just going to take my 2 rows and turn them into 4, just like this. So this is what the finished scarf will look like. To finish the edges, all I've done is add single crochets around the edge, as well as sewing in the loose ends around the back. That's all I've done to finish my scarf, and it does look like this. I am very happy with it and cannot wait to wear it. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. I'll try and answer them as quick as I can. Many thanks for making it this far, and enjoy. Bye.